During an address to a joint session of Congress in the US, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu proposed the idea of a NATO for the Middle East. He referred to it as the Abraham Alliance, based on the Abraham Accords, a series of deals brokered by the Trump administration to normalize relations between Israel and the Arab world. A new defense bloc for the Middle East would potentially reshape the entire region. It would see the US, Israel, and Arab states depending on each other for defense and security, coordinating their defense policy. It also comes as the US and Saudi Arabia explore their own deal, including the US proposing a defense treaty with Riyadh. This is a bold idea, what Netanyahu has proposed, and he knows this. But quite interestingly, Netanyahu was not speaking to President Biden when he proposed the idea of a NATO for the Middle East, but rather he was speaking to President Trump. Because during his first term, President Trump proposed expanding NATO from Europe to include Middle Eastern nations. Trump even went so far as to propose an Arab NATO to deal with Iran. Netanyahu is giving life back into this idea as Trump eyes a second term in the White House. This is also part of Netanyahu's post-war plans. As the Hamas war cools down and the focus turns towards Hezbollah, Houthis, and more broadly Iran, Netanyahu is imagining a new post-war design for the Middle East. And a big part of this is security, because through security, Netanyahu wants to avoid a regional war that jeopardizes the development and growth of the entire Middle East. And a NATO for the region is a big part of this. For now, a NATO for the Middle East is just an idea. But if a series of events do occur, like Trump winning a second term, or the flare-up between Israel and Iran worsening, including Iranian proxies, then a defense bloc for the Middle East, a Middle Eastern NATO, could be back on the table.